same reasons I use my setups, false breaks, fair value gap fills. They're all liquidity-based setups.
US 30 does not look like it wants to retrace right now. I want to see it come at least up to that gap. We're going to see this is going to be the first trade.
I'm still going to be trying to get this funded account passed. Y'all about to see it here first. 15, I'm closing, I'm telling you. There, 15, close. 50, close position.
Like, this is something I would be willing to take if it were to happen at 9 o'clock or 9:30.
We about to smoke on some Jordan pack.
I got some New Balances. It also matched my bag too. Good morning, team. I'm not gonna lie to y'all. I'm in a different location right now because we're about to be going on an adventure today. Right now, I'm on my way to this location. Right now, I'm inside of a parking lot by the mall because I'm about to get another rental. Of course I am. Why not? I honestly, ever since I've been renting cars, I've been hating driving my car, so that's part of the reason that I keep renting cars. Why's my head on like that? Need a little bit lower. Wasn't looking right. But yeah, about to rent the car. Then I got to get back to the crib, but I also got to hop on VIP because I am going to be live trading. I'm still going to be trying to get this funded account passed. I still can pass it today if the trade presents itself. If I can catch a 1 to 3 or something. If I can't catch a 1 to 3, I'm not going to pass it today, but I can get out a drawdown. Not going to lie, I see a car that I've been seeing before. So the whole time I've seen this car before, I think it was a rental, crazily enough. But now I'm about to get inside this car. I'm probably gonna hop on VIP on the car ride home just so I could talk to them and everything, just see what we're looking at for the day, tell them what my idea is, see what their ideas is, and have a great one. But let's get to this car.
All right, I'm in the car and everything. We about to get this all unlocked and everything. Had to get the key. Bada boom, 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 and aha. All right, got inside of the little packet. I seen a Audi, not an Audi. I seen a, what is that car called? What's that car called? BMW i8. I was about to say Audi R8, but it's a BMW i8. But let's hear the car. Oh yeah, nice thing sounds right. But now I gotta start getting ready to get to my location. So with that being said, yeah, I'm gonna see you guys with VIP. US 30 does not look like it wants to retrace right now. I want to see it come at least up to that gap, at least on the 1 hour. If you guys look on US 30, on that 1 hour gap above price, like that was created from 6 a.m. and 8 a.m., the gap in between those, the price would be on futures 44,048, around there. But I definitely think price has more likeliness to drop, so if we could retrace there, that would be my idea. But I will be willing to take a second trade if it does run that high, because I am overall bearish. Trying to see if we're gonna get this retracement or not. It looks like we're coming close. We're not there yet, but we close. It's flying. All right, so this is where the sell was. I don't know if I want to take it the way that shit looking. What the fuck? That should look crazy work. Crazy work. This is where I would have wanted to trade though. Let's see. My boy said they got the Pac-Man out. All right, I'm about to watch these shorts. We're gonna see, this is gonna be the first trade.
All right, last trade of the day, as you all seen, but we're just waiting for it to hit. Just got back to the apartment, about to get ready and leave, but we're gonna see. Last trade of the day, only time will tell. Let's go. Look at that, that shit is dropping right now. First of all, I'm about to break even. Second of all, we just hit TP2. This shit is dropping. Once this shit hits 15, I'm closing that joint. But y'all about to see here first. Come on, come on, come on. I'm gonna screenshot this guy, I gotta send it to VIP. 1450. Come on, come on. 15, I'm closing, I'm telling you. 15, I'm closing. We're at TP2. I just need the 15. The 15, I risk 750, so 15 will be my 1 to 2. Let's see if it's gonna bait or if it's just gonna hit my TP. Come on. Come on. You're so close. There we go, 15 hit. Nope, go a little bit higher so I can, yeah, I knew you were gonna do that. Yeah, I knew you were gonna do that, yeah. I know you, market. You need to at least give me $30 on top of that 15. Come on, you know you want to. You know you want to. There, 15, close. 50, close position. Order live for VIP, but now I'm gonna actually join the call. Let me take off these AirPods. But nah, that was a great trade. I'm glad I can get out that trade as I'm about to. That shit went stupid. That shit went stupid right there. That trade went. Nah, yeah, I got out. I just got out.
Bro, I lie to you not, because I got back in the car. I was upstairs when I left the call, and then I got down to the car because I'm about to go to Orlando, and I looked at that shit. I know I looked at somebody else. He said, "Thank you, US 30." I'm like, huh? then that's what made me go check the chart.
I did too, but I thought they was gonna bamboozle and run the high.
Bro, they finesse. That's why I was like, if I lose, I'm lost. Like I was willing to take the high, but it just never happened. I was like, you know what? I think it just tried to cook us.
Fuck trading today. Fuck trading today, man.
I feel it. Nah, just like that, we won and done with that trade. That shit was beautiful. And it was caught in VIP. Live at that. But hey, y'all seen it here first. I'm about to post this shit to Instagram. But we about to get our day started. About to head over to Orlando. So yeah, I'll see you guys there. No cap. Trying on some these down shoes. Not bad. They're comfy. They have like other things, but they're like. I just feel like nigga fuck on me. All right, so we just got out of the outlets. So we left the outlets that were, I'm not even sure what it's called, but it's one of the outlets in Orlando. We left there. If you look in the back seat right now, well, not the back seat, the back trunk. The back trunk, we got 2 pairs of shoes. I'm wearing my pair here. You know what I'm saying? Got the New Balances, feeling fresh, and they match my Louis Vuitton bag, and they just go with all black. I got these pair of pants. The ones that I was wearing was mad wrinkly, so I took them shits off. I got another pair of black pants. Come on now, black on black. I got more clothes, but the most color I got was brown, which is just a shade of black. But hey, what else? We're at the Mall of Millennia if you want to show them right there. But right now, we about to smoke on some Jordan pack. As y'all know, I had the Kobe pack. The MVP Kobe pack was, anybody that knows, that shit was him. For the ones that know, you know. We about to try that Jordan pack. See which one's better. Victoria's Secret done. H&M hoodie pants. More stuff. Morning, everybody. Just got done walking my dog. It is currently Sunday, so that's likely when you're watching this video on Sunday. Also, if you're not watching it Sunday, happy whatever day it is. But I just went and walked the dogs when I got my daily little Icelandic water. If you know, you know. But I got a VIP session, so you're gonna get a little bit of game before this video ends. We're gonna be going over liquidity. The main reason I take my trades is because of liquidity. The main reason I get in, I get out, I have a stop loss, I have a TP, I do anything, I break even. It's all because of liquidity. The same reasons I use my setups, false breaks, fair value gap fills, they're all liquidity-based setups. So I'm gonna explain that to the team, go over it for all the new people in VIP, get it all recorded, get some value to you guys, and then go on with my day, get this video uploaded, and have a great one as always. So with that being said, it is approximately 9:01. The VIP call is at 9:30. So before that, I'm about to vacuum the crib, because the one thing I'll say about having these hardwood floors, they get dirty easily. They get dirty very easily. Not even in terms of like dirty, but like just getting stuff on them, and you can visually see it on the floor. And I got OCD. I can't have that shit. I'm gonna vacuum it all up. But yeah, we had a great day. When it came to going to Orlando, I got a whole bunch of different clothes. You guys won't even be able to tell because it's just all black clothes. But one of the main things, I'm wearing them right now. I got some New Balances. Good low, just everyday shoe. Just it matches my swag, which is dark colors. It also matches my bag too, so it works out. Got my girlfriend some gray ones because she wanted the gray ones, but. Yeah, whole bunch of other clothes. Got a lot of Christmas shopping done. That was the main thing. It was a lot of Christmas shopping, just getting stuff. Like if I were to show you behind me, I have gifts over there, have some gifts over there. I got gifts to wrap, but then I still got to get gifts for other people still. So yeah, but like I was saying, I'm about to vacuum up and everything, and then we're gonna get to the game of this vlog. All right, I'm about to get everything all set up. I got the call up. 16 people are in here. I'm about to get everything all connected, and then we're gonna have a great session. Great session. I'm ready for it. Just took a shower. Feel good. That water made me feel even better. How y'all doing today? How we doing on this Saturday?
So in this case was what? Look, a London high. So remember the highs and lows that I told you guys to pay attention to that can make it high probability? Would you look at that? We had a London high, which was right over here. I'll annotate that. Boom. So we got a London high right over here. And what time was this created? This London high was created at 2 in the morning. So, okay, we got a London high at 2 a.m. That's good to know. But why is that important? Because one of the main areas of false breaks that we like to look for, right, is going to be London high or low, Asian session high or low, or previously high or low. In this case, we had a false break at what time? This was at 11 a.m. Now, even though this isn't really the ideal time to trade, like I said, that doesn't change the fact that there's still going to be moves, even if you're there to trade or not. Even if it's your time to trade or not, the market is going to move regardless. There's still stuff you can learn from every time, because this may not have happened at our time to trade now, but what if the next day the same exact setup happened, but happened at our time to trade? You got to be willing to take the trade based off of experience, based off of what you've seen before. So what happened? We had the London create a higher low, then New York. Where is it at? New York session went up. We ran that high before it had a drop to the downside. Now, this is a form of a false break move. Price ran above an old higher low, not necessarily at our time to trade, but this is exactly a form of, it's a liquidity move. It's like, you guys ever hear the saying, it always gets worse before it gets better? Think of it like that when it comes to the market. If you're ever looking for a retracement, just know it's probably going to get worse before it gets better. A lot of the time, it's going to have to reach for some sort of liquidity, whether it's a higher gap, whether it's a higher, lower, higher high. You just got to understand, the market does this a lot. This is how the market moves. The market usually will run an old higher low before having its big move. And you can see after running this high, we got a big candle to the downside. We got a little of a retracement followed by a bigger candle to the downside. Like, you got to always look at the volume behind the moves. Once you see a move like this happen, I don't want you to just be like, okay, I want you to study the entry. Yes, I want you to study how you could have possibly taken advantage of that trade, but I also want you to look into the candles and look at the volume, because nothing happens by accident. The market is not going to move a whole lot by accident. The market is not going to drop 150, 200 points in 5 minutes, in 10 minutes for no reason. Understand and look back, because if you see a big move like this, just go back and see what led to it. Look at this. We also see that the previous day before was bearish, right? And one of the main things that I tell you guys when it comes to following the trend, when it comes to understanding what the trend of the day is likely to be, keep it fucking simple. Don't go on the daily chart and fucking look at everything for the last 6 months. In reality, look at it as candles. How often do you have a candle that's followed by another candle of the same color? It's pretty often. Look, down candle, down candle, down candle. That's 3. Okay, we had up candle, it was only 1. But then the next one, down candle, down candle, down candle. That was 3. And now let's just look over here. Down candle, down candle. Most of the time, right over here, up candle, up candle. A lot of the time, more times than less. It's not going to be always. It's never going to be always. But more times than less. If you're paying attention to what the short-term trend has been, the likelihood of it continuing that trend, as long as you follow it with actual confirmations within price action, is all you really need. Let's just look like this. The day before was bearish. Okay. And the day before that was bearish. Okay, if we just would have took that into understanding and not even looking at the fact that the day before that was also bearish, we would have had the fact that we had 3 days of price overall being bearish. So if we're ideally looking for a short, if we're ideally looking for a trade, the higher percent chance of it being a short is just more likely based off of what has been happening. So if we just took that understanding and we came to the day only looking for shorts or only looking for sells because of the overall trend that we already seen, we would have been able to simply now wait. If we know we're already on one specific side of the directional wise, that cuts out a whole lot of trades that we don't even need to possibly take. Now, because guess what? If we know we're only looking for shorts, what do we got to do? Look for where the high probability liquidity is going to be, because that's going to be where our entries are, regardless if it's an or higher low or a gap. But if I know I'm only looking for shorts, I'm going to look for the nearest high probability highs and lows and the nearest high probability gaps. In this case, the nearest high probability high and low from where we were was down here, because we ran that previous day's low already, like New York session, like very early in New York, like 7 a.m. before we were even trading. But if you look at, this is December, matter of fact, but if we look at 9 o'clock, 10 o'clock, the nearest area was this London high up here. And then you can see the way it made its way up to there, 11 o'clock, then it dojied out. But that's not the only thing it did. I want you guys to pay attention to the previous day, because I'm going to pull a fib from the previous day's high, the highest point of the previous day, to the lowest point before the retracement. Because this is always going to be something you can do. I always tell you guys, you got to have multiple reasons to take a trade. You want to make it as high as probability as possible within your confirmations. I'm not saying add everything in the books to it, but within what you look for on a daily basis, you want to make sure you at least have the most of it. Because there's going to be days where I only have 3 confirmations. There's going to be days where I have 4. There's going to be days I only got 2. That doesn't mean that the trade with two confirmations won't play out. It's just a probability game. But if you have a trade with more reasons to play out, it's just going to add to your confidence to take it. So now I'm going to pull a fib from that previous day's high to that previous day's low. And I just drew it simply to where the circles are. The two yellow circles is where I drew the fib. I'm going to get rid of some of this stuff to make it a little bit more cleaner. But we pull a fib, and I'm just going to get maybe the 50%. I'm going to see where 50% of the range is first. I wish I had a camera. I look straight into y'all eyes. All right? That's what happens right there. I looked into your eyes as soon as this fib, as soon as this went there. But yes, just pretend like I looked in your eyes like, yeah, there you go. So for one, now we have another reason. We have the previous is high. We have the 50% of the range. And why is the 50% of the range important? I'll just say it like this. When you want to sell something, you want to sell it for the highest point possible, right? And when you want to buy something, you want to buy it for the lowest point possible, right? In this case, if you wanted to sell, why do you want to sell? Because the last 3 days have been bearish, and the likelihood of it being bearish is more likely. So you would have already been looking to sell. So if you would have pulled a fib from that previous high to the current day low, which was at 9 a.m., you would have got 50% of the range, meaning that since you want to sell, anything up here and above is essentially selling at your high price, if that makes sense. So basically everything from there all the way back to the top of that range is like that full, this is where you would want to sell. Not saying it's going to immediately tap it and drop. It could go up here, but that's why our fib comes into play. This is just showing where it would make sense. But like I said, we never use it by itself. We see that the 50% also lined with what? The London high or low. So we had the London high or low at 2 a.m. along with the 50% on the fib short. So as of right now, there's 3 confirmations because we have overall trend. We ran a London high, which is a high probability high and low, and we're in a fib. So all of these are just, all those 3 is really all you really would have needed to take a trade. But let's take it a step further, because I tell you guys all the time, the market does the same shit over and over and over. Higher lows, higher time frame highs and lows, or just lower time frame gaps, higher. Everything is just a different perspective of it, because I want you to look to the left. There's always something. If you look to the left here, see this gap that got left behind? Would you see how close it is to this? Would you look at that? So you're telling me, let's zoom in. So you're telling me we have this London high that got ran. It's traded into the 50% of the range from the previous day to the current day. So meaning this is like the 50%. And it filled the 1 hour gap. And you know what even makes it even better? Do you see any other gap? There was no other gap created from this high. The high of the previous day didn't leave no gap behind on this 1 hour until here. So the only gap, the only one, like I told you guys, I'm not looking for the last 6 months to see where we are. I'm looking left, because where we are now at 9:30 is what matters. And I know a lot of the times there's going to be times, yeah, we could straight start shooting up somewhere, but most of the time it shoots up for a reason, because of we are somewhere very specific at these times. Price trades in the very specific areas at specific times, right? And look at this. This is at 11 a.m. Now, honestly, this isn't the best time for me to try to get into a trade. But let's just look at how you would have caught this trade with the safest possible entry. Not with the best entry. The best entry would have been getting in all the way at the gap fill. But we're not going to pretend like we're fucking Iron Man out here, all right? We're going to pretend like we try to do this realistically. So if you would have got in with the safest possible entry at the London high, so the first confirmation would have been at the London high. The second would have been trading into the 50%, and the third would have been that 1 hour gap. The 1 hour gap was the deepest confirmation, but there's also a chance that you would have never got that trade if you would have for it. There is that chance that it would have never hit that gap. Now, if you would have waited, you would have got paid for being patient, all right? But you wouldn't have needed to. I'd rather be safe than sorry. I'd rather bet on the fact that I'm going to be able to capitalize on this possible 1 to 4 trade. So if you would have got in at 11, this would have played out to a 1 to 4 by, what is this, 2 o'clock, 3 o'clock. But if you just would have been looking for your overall 1 to 2, it would have got hit within an hour. Would have got hit by right over here or the next hour. Would have got hit within 2 hours, 3 hours of being in the trade. And that would have been with minimal drawdown. That would have been with little to no drawdown, depending on where you got your entry. But that's a great example of liquidity, because there's always going to be multiple things happening at once. I could have took that trade just off the fact that I thought it was just a gap. I saw nothing else besides the gap at that time following the trend. That could have been all your confirmation. That would have been perfectly fine. You could have gotten in just off the fact that you seen the 50%, you were following the trend, and you ran the old high low. There was nothing wrong with that either. You could have gotten in just off the fact that you ran the London high at the right time following the trend. And then this gap might have not even been something you were aware of. That is going to happen. You don't need to be aware of every single thing that's happening, but you just got to be aware of the main things. What are the main things? Time and price. What is time and price? Price action. Everything is within price action. And what is price action itself? It's all liquidities. It's all orders. How many people had their stop loss above this thinking it was going to go lower? A whole lot. And that's exactly why it had the move that it did, because it had so many orders that it just everything flows so fluently. Like, you guys always know the analogy I tell you guys when it comes to like the paint. When you start with paint, right? Let's just say you're painting down a wall. Let's just say we're painting down in a downtrend, right? That paint is slowly not going to be as dark. So, right, the first like little bit of the paint, the top of the wall, it's going to be a little bit darker than the rest because that's where the paint came from, right? But then as you go, I'm trying here, bear with me. As you go lower, basically with the paint, it starts to fade away because it's not as much on it no more, right? So what do? You got to get the paintbrush again and roll that shit all the way back up to get it all, to then do what? Come back down. Because you got to fill in all this that wasn't filled, essentially. Now, this is a very weird analogy, but I'm trying to do it like with squares. And listen, just got to listen to the words behind it. But besides that, let me know if you have any questions on this trade specifically, because this trade specifically is a great idea. Like, this is something I would be willing to take if it were to happen at 9 o'clock or 9:30 or 10 o'clock. Like 9 o'clock to 10 o'clock. If this happened, if I see a 9 o'clock candle like this after doing this, I'm 100% shorts. I'm 100% shorts. 1,000% shorts.
Just got done the VIP call. That was educational as fuck. I ain't gonna lie. That was one of the better calls because liquidity is very important. Even though I don't speak on exactly liquidity itself, often it was something that needed to be done. There was a lot of new VIP members. As you guys know, we hit 347 members as of right now in VIP, and there's a reason we keep growing, because the value you don't get nowhere else. For the price that you're getting in VIP, you're not gonna get nowhere else. We're active every single day, 7 days, honestly, 8 days a week, nigga. We active 8 days a week, every day, trading Monday through Friday, weekly money mindset trading sessions every weekend as of right now. I'm enjoying my Saturday morning, but this is where the vlog's gonna come to an end. I hope you enjoyed the video. If you wanna learn exactly what I do on a daily basis when it comes to my trading systems and setups, like the one I just explained to you guys in this video, free trading course, it's all in there in depth. But if you want to get that mindset, that actual real life experience, real time experience, and get that coaching and mentoring, hop in VIP. We're active every single day, like I said. But stay safe, stay busy, stay productive, and I'm gonna see you all in tomorrow's daily video.